Chapter 15 Major Landforms. You know that various landforms on the Earth's surface are formed by the various endogenic forces. On the other hand, exogenic forces tend to reduce the elevation of the existing landforms. Exogenic or external forces occur at a slow and steady pace. Hence, their effects mostly remain unnoticed. The exogenic forces carry out their work in two ways: weathering and erosion. Weathering. Weathering involves disintegration and decomposition of rocks. A number of factors and agents such as heat, cold, frost action, plants, animals, and chemical reactions help in weathering. This process does not involve the movement of broken rock materials. Erosion. Erosion is a process by which the broken rock materials are removed from the place of its origin and deposited elsewhere. Weathering is generally followed by erosion. The main agents of erosion are running water or river, sea waves, moving ice or glacier, and wind. River. A river is a body of flowing water. The place where the river originates is called its source. Henceforth, the river moves down the slope in valleys. Generally, the river falls into a large water body, such as a sea, ocean, or lake. The running water in the river carries out its work in three ways. 1. It erodes the rocks over which it flows. 2. It transports the eroded materials. 3. It deposits the materials which it has transported. The erosional work of the river results in the widening and deepening of the river valley. Such a valley is called a V-shaped valley. In hilly areas, the river moves swiftly. When the water of the river falls almost vertically down a steep valley side, a waterfall is formed. The steep sloping segment of the swift-flowing river is called a rapid. The flow of river slows down when it enters the plains after the mountains. The flow of the river valley widens due to continuous erosion along its banks. The river twists and turns to form large bends or loops. These are called meanders. Due to continuous erosion and deposition, the meandering loops become almost circular and come very close to each other. In due course of time, the river is able to cut the strip of land between the two loops and takes a straight course. The circular loop that is left behind, completely cut off from the main channel, forms an oxbow lake. The river generally overflows its banks during floods. The fine alluvial soil brought by the river is deposited on the valley floor. The fertile part is called the floodplain. When the river reaches its mouth, it carries a large volume of water and alluvium. The excess load is deposited as sandbars in the wide river channel. This divides the main channel into several channels which are called distributaries. Deposition of sediments forms a triangular-shaped land between the distributaries. This is called a delta. Sea waves. The rhythmic up and down movement of the water is called wave. The raised part of the wave is called crest, and the lower part is called trough. Waves are caused by the pushing action of the wind blowing over the surface of water. Sea water performs erosional and depositional work through sea waves. It is also aided by currents, tides, and storms. When the strong sea waves collide with the coast, they break down the rocks into fragments. Many large and small cracks develop on the rocky surface. In due course of time, these cracks become wide and form large cavities. With the continuous action of sea waves, these cavities develop into sea caves. When a headland projecting into the sea is attacked by sea waves from both sides, a thorough passage is created. This is called a sea arc. When the roof of the sea arc is further eroded, it collapses. The pillars of rocks are left standing in the open water. These are called stacks. A steep vertical wall facing the sea is called a sea cliff.